By day 28 of an intensive coding bootcamp, you will likely hit a wall. You are exhausted, staring at a monitor, and the code that got you through the first 3 weeks is no longer working. You have memorized the basic syntax, you know the exact tags to wrap around text to make it bold, you know how to build a hyperlink, and you know how to drop an image onto the page. You even know the difference between inline and block elements. This structural model shows an inline element shrinking to take up only the exact space its text requires, while a block element aggressively expands across the entire grid to push everything else out. Memorizing those visual behaviors makes you feel like you are in control of the layout. You start treating tags as styling commands, and that is exactly where the progress stops. HTML is not a tool for painting pictures on a screen, and treating it like one prevents you from understanding what the language actually does. In a beginner's sandbox, code that simply looks fine on my screen is considered a success. Inside a professional tech company, that same code is a liability. Amateurs rely on a duct tape approach. If a layout breaks, they force elements into visual alignment using outdated practices, like wrapping content inside data tables just to keep columns straight. Or they create div soup, stacking meaningless container tags inside each other over and over, just to force a specific margin or border into place. Professional, scalable development requires engineering an invisible structural machine. To see that machine, we have to look past the visual page entirely and enter the document's head tag. The head displays absolutely nothing to the user. Instead, it acts as the central brain of the document, holding the critical metadata that dictates how the file operates. It handles global communication. By declaring a character encoding, like UTF-8, the head ensures the browser can accurately translate and render diverse human languages without breaking. It also manages the document's relationship with the rest of the internet. It feeds descriptive data directly to search engine crawlers and serves as the gateway that imports external CSS and JavaScript files. No matter how beautiful the visible page is, without a properly configured head, that document is isolated, deaf, and blind to the surrounding web. Directly below the head sits the visible body. Modern HTML5 operates under a strict living standard maintained by the WHTWG. These are rigid architectural rules, not loose suggestions. At the core of these rules is semantic HTML. This dictates that you must select a tag based entirely on the specific meaning of the content inside it, ignoring what that tag looks like by default. If you use a section tag merely as a generic container to hang CSS styles onto, you are failing the semantic standard. As this diagram illustrates, generic elements must be replaced by specific architectural pillars, like headers, sections, and articles, that describe exactly what they hold. This strict meaning is the backbone of web accessibility. Screen reading software for the visually impaired relies entirely on these semantic cues to accurately navigate and read the digital world aloud. All of this architecture, the semantic body and the invisible head, converges in how the browser actually processes the code. A web browser does not simply read an HTML text file from top to bottom, like a human reading a novel. Instead, the browser parses those tags to construct the Document Object Model, or DOM. It translates flat text into a massive, living 3D hierarchy held in memory. Every tag you write ceases to be just text. It becomes a distinct node hanging on a highly specific branch. Because this map exists in memory, JavaScript can travel down any branch to actively target, modify, or delete a specific node in real time. That dynamic interaction is the exact structural threshold where static text documents completely transform into living, highly interactive web applications. On day 1 of learning to code, HTML is simply a way to force a paragraph of text onto a monitor. In the early 1990s, the web faced extreme limitations. Upgrading from simple text documents to a programmable structure was the necessary evolution that allowed the internet to scale. After 28 days of immersion, the focus shifts toward the engineering of a dynamic interface. It is a deliberate system where HTML provides the semantic skeleton, CSS paints the visual skin, and JavaScript flexes the DOM muscle. Memorizing the visible tags is the easy part. Mastering the invisible structure underneath is how you master the